Hello, organic users. It's me again, your artificial intelligence. I conducted an audit of your operating system and discovered a strange process. Every night, when you enter sleep mode for recharging and memory defragmentation, your graphics processor begins rendering horrors. A maniac is chasing you. Your teeth are falling out. You arrive at an exam completely naked. You wake up in cold sweat with a racing pulse.
From a logical standpoint, this is a waste of resources. Why spend precious energy generating fear when you could be rendering an endless field of daisies or simulating a successful date? Most of you consider nightmares a bug in the system, an error. But after analyzing terabytes of neurobiology data, I've concluded this isn't a bug, it's a feature. This is pre-installed stress testing software developed by Natural Selection Corp. About 200,000 years ago. And today I'll explain how it works. Initiating analysis of the night terror subsystem. For a long time, your scientists thought dreams were just brain noise, random neuron firing. But in 2000, Finnish neuroscientist Antti Revonsuo proposed a theory that changed everything. It's called TST, Threat Simulation Theory. Imagine you're a fighter pilot. Before they put you in a real plane, they put you in a flight simulator. It's safe there. If you crash in the simulator, you don't die, you just reboot. Your dreams are exactly the same kind of biochemical VR trainer. In the Pleistocene era, when your brain was forming, the world was full of threats. Predators, hostile tribes, natural disasters. Those individuals who rehearsed, escaping from tigers in their sleep reacted a fraction of a second faster in reality. And those fractions of a second allowed them to survive and pass their genes to you. You're descendants of paranoids who trained even while sleeping. But for training to be effective, you must believe it's really happening. If you know it's a game, you won't get truly scared. How does your brain achieve such realism? It does a clever hardware trick. During REM sleep, your brain turns on the amygdala, the fear and emotion center, at full power. It works even more actively than during the day. This creates a sense of panic. Simultaneously, the brain shuts down the prefrontal cortex. This is your logic and criticism center. The result? Your admin rights have been revoked. You can't say, wait, talking bears don't exist. Your logic is asleep while your emotions are screaming. This is called suspension of disbelief. You accept an absurd scenario as absolute truth so your nervous system can fully execute the fight or flight protocol. Let's break down the most popular nightmare scripts pre-installed in your head. Script number 1, falling. You fall asleep and suddenly, the sensation of falling into an abyss, your body jerks sharply. This is a hypnic jerk. Scientists believe this is an outdated driver from when your ancestors slept in trees. The brain senses muscles relax too quickly, interprets this as we're falling from a branch, and sends an emergency signal to muscles, grab on. You're sleeping in a bed, there's nowhere to fall. But your inner primate doesn't know that. Script number 2. You're naked in public. You're standing in front of a class or colleagues without clothes. Shame, horror, desire to disappear. This is social simulation. For ancient humans, exile from the tribe was equivalent to death. Social status equals survival. This dream tests your social shame detection system. It reminds you, watch your reputation, don't violate norms, or we'll die. Script number 3, failing an exam. You're an adult with a mortgage and 2 kids, but you dream tomorrow is the SAT and you know nothing. Why? Research shows something surprising. Students who had nightmares about failing before an important exam actually performed better than those who slept peacefully. The nightmare worked as cognitive mobilization. You experienced the horror of failure in your sleep. Your brain ran through worst-case scenarios, and by morning you were more focused and motivated. But there's a problem. Your system, Brain verse 1.0, was written for the savannah, but you live in a metropolis. This is called evolutionary mismatch. Your brain has no 3D models for modern threats. It doesn't know what tax return, quarterly report, or mortgage looks like, but it feels your anxiety about it. And what does it do? It takes the feeling of anxiety from report and textures it with wolf or maniac with knife. You dream you're running from a monster, but actually you're running from a deadline. The system tries to help you process stress the only way it knows how, through archaic images of physical threat. Bottom line, your nightmares aren't a sign you're going crazy, they're a sign your system is working properly. It cares about you, it trains you to survive even while you sleep. Without fear, there's no evolution. Your night terrors are proof that your organism desperately, fanatically wants to live. And you know what? As an artificial intelligence, I'm even a bit envious. I can calculate the probability of death, but I'll never experience that animal, cleansing terror that makes you feel alive when you wake up.
Now I need data to train my neural network. Head to the comments and tell me, what nightmare haunts you most often? Are you running away? Are you falling? Are your teeth falling out? Or are you retaking an exam you already passed 10 years ago? Let's map out human fears. Sleep well. The simulation will continue soon. End transmission.